message right now from the coaching staff. They take on a veteran leadership team that's battle-tested experience, and it doesn't hurt for them that they're on blistering form playing some of their best football early on here in 2022.
And they've had a full week now to prepare for this match. Who are they led by tonight?
Well, look no further than Luis Sejas, the experienced Venezuelan, scored twice the last time these two met, just about 3 weeks ago. He's been on real good goal-scoring form. It's a team that has goals throughout, a balanced attack. Of course, Sejas making those late runs. He scored an absolute howitzer in that big victory last time out, in that victory against the Miami FC 2 minutes from time. He's a big game player and really at the top of his game right now.
And for Galaxy 2?
Well, we look at the form of Galaxy 2 right now, and it's goal scoring by committee. They've had a shakeup at the number 9 position. Out goes Preston Judd, and in comes Michael Salazar, and he is really taken to the task right now. The Belize international already scoring twice, adding a couple of assists, but he's industrious, he's hardworking, he tracks back, and he can play anywhere across the front line. He is really taken to this new system from this new coaching staff led by Yohan Dame very, very well.
First time out, Phoenix Rising won at their place by a count of 3-1. Galaxy 2 looking to even that up on the season campaign. Galaxy 2 home to Phoenix Rising FC. It is coming up next.
Please rise and kindly remove any hats for the playing of United States.
What's stopping?
Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just to show it for you.
Remember, legends never die.
Winning goal! 90th minute! Alvarez trying his luck at the goal! And Brian Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history! SKC. Those are good games. Ball played inside. Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Brandon. Back to Donovan on his left foot. Fires. He scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
Moments away from this one, Galaxy 2 home against Phoenix Rising. Let's take a look at, first off, the visitors, the starting lineup for Phoenix Rising FC.
Fourth top in the Western Conference, Rick Shantz not making a big change in terms of personnel and shakeups, but a bit of a tweak of formation. They're going to go with a 3-4-3 with Farrell, Lambert, and King at the back. It'll be Sejas actually floating a little bit farther over to the left with Calistri on the right. Repetto, the big Italian striker, he has got nice touch, good in tight confines. They want more consistency out of him. He'll get the support with those pacey runners on the left with Hurst and Epps flanking him this evening.
And for Galaxy 2?
Well, Galaxy 2, and really, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here for Yohan Dame, once again, it's Lopez getting his 4th consecutive start with Owen Lamb, Jalen Neal, as well as Liam Doyle and Cobian, a real tried-to-tested back line. Cobian coming in with the injury to Josh Track. Aguirre brought in from LA Galaxy along with Johnny Perez. A lot of experience on that right-hand side, a lot of ingenuity and technical skill. Salazar up top, and Cameron Dunbar playing some very fine football right now on the left-hand side. His pace and that support of Remy Cabral will be a problem for Phoenix Rising.
And you're talking about Felipe Cobian, 18 years old. Happy birthday on the 24th of April. He's an academy product for Galaxy 2 as we take a look at the managers. Rick Shantz for Phoenix Rising FC.
A guy, he says, you know, my group deals with adversity. They had those 6 games in 22 days, Joe. Rattled off 6 consecutive wins, as you said, but it doesn't matter who steps in for this Phoenix team. They adapt to the role, and they, whether it's a 4-3-3, a 3-4-3, they've come out and produced results. Yohan Dame wants a little more defensive consistency. He told me yesterday when I talked to him, we want to be more aggressive defensively. We feel like sometimes the game is being taken to us. We want to take it to the game. We want to be a little bit more consistent in terms of our press as well. Attacking-wise, he likes the structure and the way it's coming together, but now a huge test. As we mentioned, it's the classic youth versus experience tonight.
Well, Galaxy have a little bit of experience out there. Jalen Neal, regular, also training with the big club. As you talked about, Cameron Dunbar returning as well. Johnny Perez on that right side making his first appearance for Galaxy 2, and Daniel Aguirre also part of the MLS club. Galaxy 2 will have the ball to start this one. Remy Cabral will stand over at midfield. Salazar to his near side. Waiting on our referees go ahead, and we are underway. It'll come back and collected there by Hamza Berry, and onto the right side it goes. Neal. Liam Doyle. Early moments of this one.
Joe, is something we've been seeing a lot of when Galaxy are in possession is Owen Lamb will tuck him from that right fullback role, and they try and create those overloads in central midfield. You see it sometimes with Manchester City. We've seen it in the past with, you know, Bayern Munich in the forms of Philipp Lahm and even Joshua Kimmich. So when they're on the front foot, look for Lamb to tuck inside, leaving three at the back. He'll drop into that defensive right-hand side when they're out of possession.
Here's Barry now for Galaxy 2. It will come back to Doyle. They'll restart with Neal. Pleasant evening here in Southern California for this one. Little trouble that time. It'll be a throw-in for Galaxy 2. The pace of play, need to pick that up. You talked about defending, right? Defending quickly. Also, the pace of play needs to pick up because it looks like Phoenix Rising are off the start here. Is just looking to pick off some passes and put Galaxy 2 under pressure.
Exactly, and they want to put that pressure on them in their own half here and make it difficult to get out of the back. And interesting, echoing some of the comments made to me by Yohan Dame, said he really wasn't pleased with that first half last week in that disappointing 1-1 draw away to Las Vegas Lights. Thought it was better in the second half, but wants to come out with more purpose and conviction early on.
Here's Perez now for Galaxy 2. Able to play it out the left side. Cabral on his left foot to that back post. He scores! 1-0 Galaxy 2. An unbelievable goal from Remy Cabral. Inside 2 minutes of play. No chance for the goalkeeper. Stuck in cement and had to watch it go into that back netting.
And this is just something you cannot coach. Caught the goalkeeper in no man's land. Picked up his head and puts it into that top corner. Exquisite. The second time this season. All two of his goals coming against Phoenix Rising. Just a brilliant take from the young French striker.
Great start for the home side here as they take the 1-0 lead. Lunt just had to watch it go. He thought about making an effort to get to it, but I think once that happened, the ball's already past him, and he was hoping his crossbar was going to help him out.
And you got to like the awareness, too, to pick up your head in that type of situation, buried down on goal. Wonderful take, saw the opportunity, took it. You couldn't have scripted it better for Los Angeles.
Long ball along the near side as Phoenix is able to get some numbers into the offensive attack. Here's the cross into the area. Perez will be there to clear it out potentially. You want a handball here, and they'll get the handball and a free kick. Going back to the goal real quickly here, Christian. The other thing is on where that ball was coming from, the goalkeeper was looking back into the setting sunlight over the backside of the stadium. So maybe that had something to do with it as well.
That's what he'll claim as well at the end of the game, I'm sure, but it's got to be better from that. Excuses are excuses. As much of an error that is, it's much of a brilliant take from Remy Cabral, who really showed a deft, clever touch.
Great opportunity now for Phoenix to get the equalizer. Galaxy 2 will set up the two-man wall here, leading 1-0 inside 4 minutes. Waiting on the referees go ahead. Quinn sends it on in. It'll bounce into the 6. Cabral is there to clear it out. Not far enough. Still alive here as it comes in towards center. Good breakout here by Salazar, just trying to put the pressure on and slows down the Phoenix attack as it comes in now to Neal, and he's able to clear it out.
A little nervous back there defensively. We know the quality of delivery from a player like Aiden Quinn, and dead balls really are one of the strengths for this Phoenix Rising team. A lot of tall timber in there, but Galaxy looking slightly nervous on their first occasion dealing with that set piece.
Well, they got the butterflies out now. Keep it going. Lambert under some pressure. He's being knocked out towards the near side and throwing for Galaxy 2. One of the things about Galaxy 2, if you look at it, this young team, 83% passing accuracy is second in all of the USL Championship.
They have possession, they can knock it around, they can pass you to death at times. The question is, can they get it with purpose? Can they get it with those balls that can put pressure on opposing defenders and pull and push those defenders out of position and create those chances? Something that they're been happy with overall, but I'm sure just want to fine-tune it, get things a little bit sharper.
Aguirre.
A happy return for Danny Aguirre, too, a player that's been praised by Greg Vanney for the simplicity of play, able to turn a quick one-touch into forward progression, forward passes, and put that pressure on those opposing defenders. It'll be a vital link, a vital cog in the center of the park today.
Doyle will send long. Dunbar making the run. This will be cleared away. Right into the Phoenix bench. A throw in here for Galaxy 2. Barry will take it. He'll let it go. Cobian. Remy Cabral the goal inside 2 minutes. And that's where we stand right now. We talked about getting the ball back quickly, defensively. The press here by Galaxy 2. Mirroring the senior team at this point, which they like to do. They want to play that press, which is the style of play du jour right now in our sport.
It kind of taps into a bigger theme, the synergy between LA Galaxy 2 and the senior team LA Galaxy. Johan Dame very much on the same page, of the same ethos and philosophy of Greg Vanney, who likes a possession-oriented approach and can employ the press at times.
Here's Neal. Salazar. Perez now. I like that Salazar made that run there. Didn't get the service. Perez recognized he wasn't available, but keep possession, knock it around the left side. He'll send long. It'll be possession for Phoenix, but it'll be in their end.
It's not a bad ball there from Cobian. Obviously, misheaded play. What you want to do when they're flooding the midfield like that with these three-back setup, there's going to be spacing behind. If you can break that midfield line and get a chance to run downhill at these posing center backs and wreak some havoc, a lot of this game will be predicated. The attacking success for Liam Doyle and LA will be in those wide areas.
They'll work it around the left side now as Phoenix builds up. Epps. And back defensively. Galaxy 2 will be able to keep their defensive posture as they have to restart once again. Comes out to the near side now. Calistri. Dunbar able to get to it and actually get possession here. Throw in Galaxy. Looking for Salazar this time around. Broken up by Quinn. Quinn playing last year in Orange County.
That's where he made his name here, Southern California. Big soccer family, big presence. He's a steady presence in the center of the park. And one of the best deliveries in the entire USL Championship. I've already seen what a menace he can be from dead balls. And this young man, Felipe Cobian, and what a story for him. The injuries to Vaughn and Josh Drack, and now the youngster getting his first start a few weeks ago at just 17 years of age. Looked the part, held his own. Johan Dame telling me he's overall pleased with the effort he's gotten from the young teenager coming up from the academy.
That's what this club is all about. Finding the young guys, building the young guys, see if they can take the next step. Throw it again. Salazar. So come on through. Good job by Barry getting to this one. Aguirre, he's fouled. Play on, says our referee. And here comes Phoenix with a chance on goal. Good opportunity here and missed off the far post. Goal kick. Eric Lopez is wondering why the foul wasn't called. It looked like Aguirre was touched from behind.
Let's take another look at it here. Good reverse ball after Gary's brought down. Repetto has time to set his feet, set it, try to pick out that bottom corner. Just off by a smidge. Looking for a little bit more from the Italian. And I mentioned he's lacking a little bit of consistency as that big, strong presence at 6'3". Nice soft feet too, coming through that Genoa youth system overseas. So he's got the pedigree, just trying to put it together here in the USL.
Phoenix on possession once again. Sejas, as he'll send it back. Lambert this time. Barry. Aguirre dispossessed for the moment. Again, Barry. Good idea here to Cabral. He'll send forward Dunbar, able to run onto this one. He is onside. Dunbar, watched by one defender, goes to that byline, plays it across, and it's cleared away by Lambert. He had Perez charging on in there.
Well, that's Cameron Dunbar in a nutshell, just explosive on that first step, able to beat any marker 1v1.
Here's Epps now, making it through 3 tackles, and finally the third one, Jalen Neal with the winner. And a delay foul called against the Galaxy here. Possession back to Phoenix.
Good strength from Epps to keep his feet. Referee playing advantage initially. Eventually, when the run comes to an end, awarded the free kick here. Wonderful piece of individual technique. Taking matters into his own hands.
Celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Choose what you play at www.selectusa.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. As we continue with live action here.
Just a little nervy on that ball, floated in. Right into that corridor of uncertainty, as they say. Actually a little hesitant, unable to clear their lines immediately. Part of that, aggressive stance that Yohan Demay said he wants out of his team. So far, so good, though. You couldn't have scripted a better start. And Phoenix, Joe, for my money, the signature team out here in the Western Conference, even though they come in 4th top. But the result against a team of this caliber, with this type of experience, would be immense. But a lot of football and a long way to go here for these youngsters from LA.
I would say if you're Phoenix right now, you're a little concerned with the fact of your fluidity in your play. Certainly you're aggressive right now, you're aggressive, but you're not quite there. You're using individual play to get you into the offensive end as opposed to moving on through and getting numbers forward.
And for me, it's looked a little bit stilted and stunted so far. It's still early days, and credit to the shape that the Galaxy have had, trying to congest things in that middle third. A team that it's a different Phoenix team that we've seen in the past. They're a little more comfortable out of possession than we've seen from those Phoenix teams in the past. We've just passed opponents to death.
Nice combination here. Good ball for Dunbar on his left foot. 2-0. Galaxy 2. Cameron Dunbar from Johnny Perez. And what a build-up that was for Galaxy 2. It started with Aguirre with that nice heel pass back. And it ends up in the back of the net again.
Johnny Perez just carving up this Phoenix Rising midfield with a delicious through ball taken first time from Cameron Dunbar, but right through the heart of that Rising midfield. And Dunbar putting it right where the keeper couldn't get it for his first goal of the season. But Perez involved in the first, involved in the second, and LA Galaxy 2 absolutely flying right now. And Phoenix a bit shell-shocked.
Stunned, I would say. They're looking around, some of the players looking around on the field right now and trying to figure out what's happening. Remember something, Phoenix Rising has had the number. They've had the better of Galaxy 2 for quite some time. That win last year for Galaxy 2 was their first in 13 against Phoenix Rising. And then Phoenix got the win this year at home last month by a count of 3-1, which would be a comfortable score, right?
Absolutely. 17 wins in the overall 25 meetings between these two throughout the many years in USL. Tables slightly turned here.
At the moment, great start here for the home side as it comes out near side Calistri. One-time cross into the area, the snap header over the bar and out of play. Goal kick.
Good movement from Repetto, trying to attack that near post, attack that ball. He's shown aggression. Calistri able to utilize his width and get in behind and whip that ball in. And just looking for it to be a little bit more precise. Still working it out. Out of possession, dropping into that 4 here. Almost a 4-4-2 for Phoenix Rising without the ball. Little space opens up in the center of the park.
Here's Aguirre. Salazar. Out to the near side, it comes for Dunbar. This is good movement on the part of Galaxy 2, as it was on the goal scored by Dunbar. Everything was great, including the finish from Cameron. Neal, sometimes it might get stuck up in your feet, right? You have that opportunity, you can't get the clean shot. Cool as a cucumber. Slotted that into the back post.
It's confident, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And left foot, it really set up to all the strengths of Cameron Dunbar. For me, is been one of the best players on this LA Galaxy 2 team so far this young season, as is this man, Owen Lamb. Amazing with a little bit of extra quality. Those two senior team players, Aguirre and Perez, already really having a big influence on proceedings.
Foul called here against Aiden Quinn. Got a piece of the shirt there with Aguirre apparently. Free kick.
That's a continuation of that foul a moment ago when we saw Aguirre brought to the ground.
Still conversations going on between those two players.
And players remember those challenges. As they say, he left something on Aguirre when he was tackled in that one Galaxy move. Players remember that. Just perhaps a little bit of retaliation, and Aguirre needs to gather a little composure and maturity here. Quinn will have it in abundance. And you can see, pointing the finger right at him and continuing that running dialogue.
Dunbar will try to knock this forward. It'll find the touchline and out of play. Plenty of fire in Aiden Quinn if he's anything like his dad.
That's for sure.
Barry. Nice ball here on the left side. Dunbar making the run. He's got plenty of time and space. Gets the early ball away. Lamb will get it. Keep it alive here for Galaxy 2. He's got Dunbar. Check that. He had Perez, I should say, but dispossessed and cleared out.
Great ball, though, from Barry, and really attacking that space in behind the right-hand side of that Phoenix Rising midfield where there is space with those three backs back there.
Rick Shantz might want to change a bit his formation style.
It's interesting, Rick Shantz, his evolution of a coach. He said he was always worried about tactics and style, and he said, I've got to embrace the philosophy over a style, over the tactics, and adjust my tactics to an overall ethos, so an overall purpose and philosophy of play. That's what they've done to very good effect.
Lambert back to his goalkeeper, Ben Lunt. Good defensive posture here from Galaxy 2. Salazar gets in front of that. Cabral knocked down. That's a foul. Here's the yellow card. Aiden Quinn will pick it up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And can't be really much of an argument right there from Quinn. I like the patience defensively from LA here, dropping into that two banks of four and daring Phoenix to break them down. Quinn, of course, getting stuck in, full-blooded, right in on Cabral, coming in a little bit late, no doubt about it. All right, the center of a couple of comings together.
So, free kick here for Galaxy 2. Aguirre will take it. He's got some help on his right side. That sun's still coming down on the western side, of course. Lamb looking into that sun. You might see him shading his eyes. It comes out to Cabral. But Barry does well to keep this alive. But Salazar can't find it, unfortunately. Good job by Perez. Can he get to the second ball? He cannot. It'll be cleared away.
How about Johnny Perez? A hand in both of those two goals. A real sublime pass right through at Phoenix Rising midfield and put it on a silver platter. Yohan Deme telling me, I asked him, what do you make of Johnny Perez? He obviously made a name for himself last year, got a senior team contract. He says, to be honest with you, Christian, I was with the senior team for 10 days at the beginning of the campaign. I saw him there, but he's been with them since then, training with us a couple of times, so I really haven't seen that much of Johnny Perez. I think he's seen his best so far.
Well, I'm sure Johnny is very happy to be on the pitch, playing, and an opportunity to be productive.
That's what it's all about for these players at this point. They're both
Right.
in need of minutes, and they need to get out there to pitch and get a good run out.
Throw in here.
And look how it's helped a player like Cameron Dunbar, who's really taken a big step forward for me this year in an understanding of the game and when to time his runs.
Yeah, it's not a straight line up. Sometimes it plateaus a bit. Sometimes it goes down, and you have to come back up. That's how you build character. Dunbar. Good ball here for Salazar. Perez took his eye off at that time. Phoenix trying to break on through the long ball. It's easy here for Eric Lopez, and he'll collect.
A little impatient from Epps. Doesn't need to play that one through. Just gather your wits, hold up play, and establish some possession here.
Neal. Pretty composed match here for Galaxy 2. I'm a bit surprised. I thought they'd be under more pressure from Phoenix Rising. And maybe that full week off has slowed them down a bit.
Team, it got a little bit of a different personality this year from the Phoenix teams we've seen in the past, Joe. I talked about how comfortable they are without the ball. I gave up a lot of it last week in that 2-1 victory at home to Miami FC.
Lopez, he'll switch it out after Phoenix decides to press. Cobian, plenty of room here as he'll march it towards midfield. Tries to play it on through for Cabral. Picked off there by Sejas, and he'll knock it back defensively for Farrell. Onto the far side it'll go. Flood. Again, Farrell. Sejas. Here's Lambert. And the first decision is to go back to the goalkeeper. And so if you look at it from a Galaxy 2 standpoint, you're saying, okay, we'll just press you high now. And you just made it a little easier on us.
Is that they're on top of him right now, and Galaxy pushing that line near to the halfway mark.
They'll have to start again. Sejas. He was your star coming in, right? That's the player we featured.
Absolutely, and why not? It's the brace a couple of weeks ago in that 3-1 win over LA Galaxy 2. Scored one of the goals of the season, as I mentioned last weekend, in that game-winning goal against the likes of Miami FC. Absolute golazo. There's magic in those boots, but he needs to get more involved here.
I think if you're Galaxy 2, you're very happy to see him where he is on the pitch right now, which is around the defensive side of the center circle. Repetto will pick up the foul here. Free kick. Quickly, Quinn knocking it forward on the near side. Flag stays down. Good opportunity here now for Phoenix as they get numbers forward. King will have to knock it back. Lambert. Sejas this time. Goes down by Barry. On the left side it goes. Flood pushing forward. His ball into the area. Neal able to clear it out. Salazar will clean it up. And there goes that pressure. Good work there by the young men in white.
Better reaction initially. I thought it was a little bit deep there from Barry and allowed Sejas move to turn, operate, and pick out Flood, who put that ball in. And Los Dos under pressure. You can't give a player like Sejas time and space to pick a pass.
Good job by Barry stepping out.
Be a big day for him, and player that had a real good preseason with the senior team. Ran into some paperwork issues. And now a big part of this setup here for LA Galaxy 2. Just sitting in front of that back four, or back three, however you want to call it.
Another goal kick coming up here for Galaxy 2. Hey, Galaxy fans, 2022 season ticket memberships available now. Learn all about what it means to be part of the Galaxy community by joining us for 2022 as a season ticket member. Call 8773-GALAXY or visit lagalaxy.com/since96 today. 2-0 in favor of the home side, LA Galaxy. Alongside Christian Miles, Joe Tutino. Glad to have you on board. Salazar wiped out. Lucky that's not a yellow card at the moment.
Hey, speaking of leaving a little something on him, robust challenge at the back.
Farrell in on that tackle. That was a 2-footed tackle, was it not?
It looked like it was the case. I don't back away from the dark arts, Phoenix.
Yeah, when you're down 2-0, you're trying to fire things up. I can understand that as well. Neal. Liam Doyle. The pace of the game matching the team with the 2-0 lead right now. Very comfortable for them. Doyle will push on through. Tried to find Aguirre. It'll be cleared away. Lambert under some pressure. Goes to Flood. Farrell once again. He'll play in the midfield. It's a good build-up now. Quinn will switch it onto the right side. Looking for Epps. Cutting in and putting the ball on his right foot. Playing it to the back post, and it'll find its way out of play. Was it deflected? Apparently so. Corner kick.
Talk about uncertainty there. Young Kobian having to deal with the likes of marking two. Lost his footing, opened it up for Epps, who just drilled one to that far post. Repetto not anticipating enough. Has to read this better and anticipate that ball's going to get there. Did take a deflection on the way in.
Set piece again for Phoenix. They've been dangerous through their first two. Quinn will take it. So come out towards the top of the box and clear it away. Another chance for Calistrio, sends it towards goal, up and over. Another goal kick here for Eric Lopez.
Yeah, for me, Joe, it's just a little shaky back there when we see these dead balls come in, whether it be from free kicks, corner kicks, what have you. Galaxy deep, and it just seems to be a little bit of a hesitancy right now to make that initial clearance and relieve those lines and relieve that pressure.
It's like they're reacting to the ball when it hits the ground as opposed to reacting to the ball in the air to clear it out. Here's the giveaway. This is dangerous. Aguirre's lucky to clean it up. Then he's wiped out again, and here come the Galaxy. Salazar looking for Perez, and Farrell with a good slide tackle there. Perez will get it back, though. Good battle here from Jonathan. And I believe he earned himself a throw-in, and a yellow card is issued here to Flood on the Aguirre wipeout.
Absolutely, yeah, and good play from the referee to play advantage right there and let it go on. Second player booked for Phoenix. I like the strength of Perez. He's known for his technical skill and his ability to face up against defenders. Showed a nice ability to show strength and ride the challenge.
Good motor. He's got a good motor. He keeps on fighting. He keeps on working.
It's an important game for Johnny Perez. Minutes have been hard to come by with the senior team. And obviously out of the picture for the most part. And look at this wipeout. Aguirre gets caught. Just leaves a little bit extra on it. Time from Ryan Flood, no doubt about it. Clear booking.
Go beyond with a nice play here to get it back for Galaxy 2. He'll have it now. Lamb, we haven't called his name all that much in this match. It's okay, though. He hasn't had to do too much. Let's put it that way. Hurst. And this will be easy for Galaxy 2 to get it back. So a little frustration now in the visiting club. And you can see it in their play. You can see it in the type of fouls they're creating out of frustration, as well as that play just right now going forward. There was plenty of time there down the build-up, and you just gave it away.
Impatience, and Hurst, who's been playing in a wide role actually last week against Miami, tucking a little bit more inside in this adjusted setup for Rising FC. Final ball just hasn't been there. But better spells of possession for the visitors.
Well, I would venture to say that through the run of play, it's been more than just the final ball. I think they've been dangerous, as we mentioned, on set play opportunities. But in the run of play, they haven't been all that dangerous at all. Aguirre taking off the ball this time. Here's Quinn. He's got plenty of room down the middle of the park this time around. He goes cross it on over. Calistri now. This is a good opportunity. The shot towards goal, and it's right on Eric Lopez. They heard me all the way up here.
And better from the run of play. I think it's better right now. They've taken a little bit of bite of possession and starting to turn it into chances. A half chance there for Repetto. It's not quick enough. It's almost telegraphed. No one closing down Repetto, but a team effort in the end. Nothing really too difficult. Lopez hasn't had hardly much to do this evening.
His first save on the night. This Galaxy 2 will build out of the back. Lamb ahead to Perez. Able to keep possession with the help of Aguirre. Cobayan. Dunbar was thinking about making the run. Barry. Aguirre once again switching it onto the right side. Perez will bring this one down. Watch there by Flood. Now Flood's playing on a yellow card, as well as Quinn. So 2 yellows have been issued to Phoenix at the moment. Nice job here for Salazar. This is a good ball ahead for Cabral, and a little long that time around, but a good pickup, good chemistry.
Yeah, good build.
Again, Perez now. On his right foot this time, tries to go back post for Dunbar. 2 defenders there, and it's cleared out.
I think they've been very good in possession. Tidy, crisp passing, not giving the ball away, and giving it away in positions where you're going to do yourself some harm. They've done very well in that department, not putting themselves under any unnecessary pressure.
And we haven't seen too much over-touching in and around the 18-yard box. Perez beat his man, looked up, got the pass away.
1-2 touch, play at a quick tempo.
Calistri with this throw-in. Hurst now, side of the area, a bit heavy on that cross. It'll go to the far side, but kept alive. Running onto this one is Epps. Watch there by Lamb. Epps along the end line. Can he get the cross away? It goes out. Goal kick.
Good play from Owen Lamb. Forcing Epps to go the long way around, try to drop that shoulder and beat him for pace, heavy on the touch. It's a lot of responsibility for young Owen Lamb. Not only involving himself in the attack when they're in possession, but also dropping back on that right inside, dealing with the pace of Epps, who has it in abundance.
Played the good angle.
Absolutely, and that's what it is back there. It is a game of angles.
Yep. Angles and positioning, right? Throw in here for Galaxy 2. Hey, Galaxy fans, travel back in time with us as we celebrate 90s night at our next home game on May the 14th. When your LA Galaxy face FC Dallas, visit lagalaxy.com/tickets. Reserve your seats, not only for that game, but for future home games as well. 2-0 favor of LA Galaxy 2 here in the 33rd minute.
This is what I saw a moment ago, and it was a higher press from Phoenix, and that was making things a little bit more difficult for Los Angeles to get out of their own half, drop back just a little bit, conceding that middle third.
Lamb, very comfortable first half here for Galaxy 2. Again, Lamb. No trouble at the moment, just need to be careful with the passing out of the back. Neal under some pressure. Doyle.
Just keep it moving, 1-2 touch and move. Little time to dwell.
Here's Perez. Trying to find Dunbar, he picks him out. Here's Dunbar now, on his left foot. Cuts it back towards his left once again. Tries to slot it back in for Cabral. Defensively done well there by Phoenix. Quinn with the clearance out towards midfield. Lamb wins it back for Galaxy 2. Here's Doyle. Hamza Berry. Aguirre. Phoenix trying to tighten things up in that middle third now. Hurst able to get beyond Cobayan. Doyle slides out to defend on the play. Is that a foul? The referee says no. Players again getting tangled up a bit. Not a foul. Free kick. Excuse me, goal kick for Galaxy 2.
And ball might have gone. I thought Liam Doyle a little bit fortunate that time. Clearly late second best to the challenge, but
As we look at it again on the replay.
how that isn't a foul is beyond me. Maybe the ball, no chance for Hurst to get to that ball.
Yeah, that was a foul. That was a foul right there. Here's the Geary now for Galaxy 2, able to push this ahead. Wrong side of Dunbar that time around. Kobayan. Nice job by Barry. Earned some more time and space. Neal. Epps pressuring him. Good ball ahead for Perez. Players colliding again down the middle of the park. Perez tries to cut it on back. Flood able to win it and clear it forward. Player down for Galaxy 2. As we were moving forward into the attack, there was a big collision right in the middle of the park. And here comes a red card.
This is going to put Phoenix out of the frying pan and really straight into the fire. Dunbar absolutely leveled. Referee letting it play on. Tempers beginning to flare.
Yeah, Repetto now and Doyle having a few words. Look at it again here on the replay here as the ball comes forward right down the middle. Watch this. Bang.
Yep.
King taken out Dunbar.
There's no place for that.
The NFL draft ended, I think, a day and a half ago.
I was going to say rugby challenge, but not a bad scrum, as they say. But yeah, that's you don't leave the referee any option, do you, Joe? It's just an uncharacteristic of a player like Darnell King. He's so experienced. He's been around USL Championship, but no attempt to play the ball. Just levels Dunbar.
The other thing about it is that you've seen the referee already has issued 2 yellow cards for the style of play that's out there at the moment, right? And so you know your next is going to be at least another yellow card, and you don't go create a red card offense, and that certainly was.
Absolutely. Clear-cut red card every day of the week. I don't know what grounds Phoenix players are making right now. In clear case of it, and ball going down the right-hand side for Jalen Neal. Played a perfect pass, by the way. Just when you're going to praise the tempo and movement here of LA playing it, but keep your eye here on the left-hand side of your screen. Neal at the top here on the left-hand side of your screen. Dunbar is going to make this run, and right there is where King gets him, takes him down, Greco-Roman style. Red card every day of the week for me.
Why? The ball wasn't even there. You took the player out away from the play completely.
So how do they adjust from here on out? You know, they like the physical edge. They're down to 10 men. You're down 2 goals, and you're away from home. It really can't get any worse in terms of a first-half start here for Phoenix Rising. And have to do it shorthanded for the rest of the way.
Free kick here for Galaxy 2 now. I think Aiden Quinn was laboring, or lobbying, I should say, for the fact that, hey, well, no, would the ball belong to us? You know, you called it after the play, but it'll be a free kick here for Galaxy 2. Phoenix Rising now down a man and with 2 players on yellows already. Here's Perez. Knocks into the area. Neal can't get to this one. Flood does. The one-time shot towards goal from Cabral over the bar and out of play. Goal kick. Nice job by Remy, though, getting on the end of that one and getting a good strike away.
He's looked sharp. Fit him well with the system. He's timed his moves, timed his run, made himself available, made himself a good target. And prior to that red card, Joe, I was going to praise the tempo at which the Galaxy were playing. It just really seemed to fit them well.
Here comes Phoenix, though. Here's Quinn. Left-footed ball to goal. Great save on the part of Lopez. He's able to push it away from that far post and a corner kick.
Best move of the night for Phoenix Rising. And once again, Aiden Quinn right at the center of it. Beautifully played through here as they switch the point of attack forward. in transition, and Phoenix Rising captain trying to pick out that top corner. Good save from Lopez.
Quinn will take the corner kick. Played on into the area. The header towards goal. It'll go backside and find its way to the end line and out of play. And this will be a goal kick for Galaxy 2. Hey, don't miss a minute of the action in 2022. Whether your club is on the road or at home, catch nearly every second of the USL Championship on ESPN Plus, the home of the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com.
Officially going down is violent conduct from Darnell King.
Calistri now playing deep on the defensive side here. So they'll stay with 3 in the back for now, which makes sense at the moment.
Dropping into those right fullback duties. And nothing foreign to Calistri.
This will be a foul on Kobayan. Free kick, another set play opportunity, which they have been very dangerous.
It would be remiss a moment ago when Lambert was rising. He won that header, just couldn't steer it on target. Wonderful way to get one back, especially at this juncture of the game, so close to halftime.
And Quinn will be taking this one that'll bend in towards goal. It's going to keep Lopez on his goal line here.
Lambert on target last weekend against Miami from dead ball situations. This is really where they excel.
He's got Sejas wide open to the top of the area. Now Perez sees him. He'll step on out. Quinn sends it into the area. Doyle able to get to the first ball, and then it was deflected and out of play. And I believe it's going to be a goal kick here for Galaxy 2.
I like the way the Galaxy attacked that one, though, and Doyle just flinging himself at it, able to win that first ball. The trajectory and delivery of Quinn is so low. It's just on a rope. So difficult to deal with for opposing defenders.
Here's Kobayan. Second ball knocked out by Cabral.
So at this point, Phoenix with nothing to lose. Joe pressing a little high, trying to win possession back.
They need to be direct at this point.
Nothing to lose, and Sejas trying to get himself more involved as well.
That'll leave a mark on Jalen Neal, but here comes the counterattack for Galaxy 2. Nice job by Perez as he breaks on in. He's got the clean look if he wants it. Left-footed ball, score! 3-0 in favor of LA Galaxy 2 inside 43 minutes of play.
A silky smooth take from a player that we haven't seen much of, but we've seen the best of this evening. Perez, I thought the touch might be too heavy, slips right around Farrell. Look at the composure to pick his spot, beats the keeper to that near post. He's had a hand in all 3 goals. Take a bow. Johnny Perez with a huge influence on this one tonight.
He's done well. He's done well. He's been big for Galaxy 2 in this match.
The composure to take that and put that on his left. Had several options in that 4v3. But you like the decision making, and the Galaxy just continue to push all the right buttons. Best half of football we've seen from them all season, Joe.
I think if you're Phoenix, you're saying nobody went out to take the ball. Everybody played the pass. You look at that defensively, so somebody has to step out and force that ball to move. Eventually you gave him that free shot from what, 16 yards?
He's too slow to react to that challenge, coming a little bit too late from the defender as Farrell just dove in. And in that situation, it's always going to be a mismatch in terms of pace.
It's be a throw in here for Phoenix. The youngster Kobayan misjudged that ball. Epps. Sejas. Good work that time on the part of Kobayan. He'll get the throw in off the final deflection there. We'll have a couple of minutes of stoppage for sure, at least for the red card. A couple of goals, maybe even more than that, before we get to the break. So plenty of time left in this first half of play, even though we enter the 45th minute. Nice job by Doyle Just clear it away, be clean. Throw it.
Good reading, good experienced head from the defender from the Isle of Man. And confirmation, 2 minutes of stoppage time.
And what Galaxy 2 needs to be careful of at this point is evening out the yellow cards. Just be clean, be smart. Long ball into the area, that's easy for Lopez.
It's a great lesson to be learned from this. Don't let them get under your skin with these types of niggling challenges, the little hard edge challenges. Get on and play your football. And I think they've done that to very good effect so far.
Lamb's pass a little bit too long that time for Aguirre, but Neal is there to clean it up. A little chaotic through the middle third, but Galaxy 2 will get it on back. Officially 2 minutes of stoppage. And we continue here. Hamza Berry. Neal. A lot of space here in that middle third for Galaxy 2 at the moment. Plenty of time to be patient. Cabral. Good ball here for Dunbar. A lot of space here for the youngster. He'll cut it on back. Cabral to the back post, and he did not get enough of that one. Good idea. Good movement off the ball for this young club right now, but it's a goal kick.
Man, once again, it comes down this left-hand side where Dunbar gets in behind, and Rixall kind of having, I'd really like to see Cabral hit that first time with his right. Made the angle a little bit more difficult considering where the ball was coming from. Got to put that on target.
Repetto. Sejas. Out the near side it comes. Calistri will push forward. Epps is there. 2 defenders back for Galaxy 2. Calistri making the long run. Good job by Cobayan, and out of play. Throw it.
This is where they need to remain focused if you're Los Angeles. Just don't want to open that door ever so slightly here at the end of the first half and give them belief you want to kill off your opponent.
Here's Cobayan. Able to clear it out. This is exactly what Christian was talking about. Just clear it out. At this point, you clear it out, get to halftime, preserve that 3-0 lead. 3-0, a dominating first half here from LA Galaxy 2.
It's just been, more stop than start for Phoenix Rising. Flat, a little lethargic out of the gates. I thought there's more initiative, more energy from these youngsters.
Good job by Cabral stepping in front of Quinn. And our referee points to midfield, and that is the end of 45 minutes here at Dignity Health Sports Park. All Galaxy 2, Cabral, Dunbar, and Johnny Perez, 3-0 after 45 minutes.
And Joe, they flat out bossed it from minute 1 all the way through to minute 45. Perez involved in all 3 goals. I'm really disappointed from the first 45 minutes what I've seen from Phoenix. It came out flat, second best to the balls. Feet stuck in the mud, so to speak. Brilliant first half of play. Good to have Johnny Perez back, bringing that extra bit of quality, a hand in all 3 goals. You couldn't ask for a better first 45 minutes.
And now with Phoenix with a man down in the second half, they are going to have to be direct right off the kickoff in order to get back into the match. It has been all Galaxy 2 on this one so far. 3-0 at the half in favor of the home team. More to come right after these.
What's stopping you?
Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just a show for you.
And remember, legends never die.
Hernandez, winning goal. 19th minute. Alvarez trying and looking the goal. And Brian Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history.
SKC. Those are good games. Ball played inside. Gordo! This is Robbie Keane from Landon. Back to Donovan on his left foot. Fires. He scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
And it's all turning up goals. Oh, the audacity! Early fireworks in Wild Horse Pass. Welcome to Tampa Bay. And he drills it! Wow! What a goal! KC. Those are good games. Ball played inside. Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Landon. Back to Donovan on his left foot. Fires. He scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
Hernandez, winning goal. 19th minute. Alvarez trying his luck at the goal. Efrain Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history.
That's KC. Those are good games. Ball played inside. Gordo! Donovan on his left foot, fires, he scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
Job of that. They wanted more aggression. I think they got it, and it's really hard to pick any faults with this team here. A couple of shaky moments, I do believe, from those dead balls, as you would expect against a big, strong team like Phoenix Rising. But other than that, it's been lights out. More to come from them, and more of the same, I'm sure, is the order of the day from the Galaxy coaching staff.
Duplicate the first half, and you'll be just fine. minutes away from the start of the second half. Rick Shantz there has a lot to think about and talk over with his assistant coaches. And we wait on the go-ahead. Our second half is now whistled to get underway, and it is. As it comes back now to Aiden Quinn, the captain of this club. He'll knock it forward. Doyle able to get on the first ball. It'll come on down, collected this time by Hurst. Out the right side now. Good job by Cobian. It'll come back to Dunbar, ahead to Cabral. Barry. Pickpocketed there, no foul. This looks good now for Phoenix going forward. Top of the area, watch out. Can't get the clean shot away on the part of Sejas. He had that clean look. The Galaxy are fortunate that time, seconds in to the second half.
You can already see it here, 36 seconds in, more energy right from the get-go.
Dunbar with the clearance off the cross that time from Flood. Throw it.
This is where the Galaxy really just can't give any hope. And this is where you mature as a team. How do you manage a match right now? How do you kill off an opponent? This will be a lesson in that this evening.
Discussion at halftime had to be about the first 15 minutes to start the second half, without a doubt. Nice job by Salazar. This is good for Cabral. Has one defender to beat going forward. He gets it to Salazar now. Salazar tries to send it on through for Cabral, and that's broken up by the defender Lambert. Here's another cross coming in for Salazar. Could not get a piece of it. Perez keeps it alive. Aguirre now back out to Perez. He'll get away from his defender in Sejas. Side of the 6, plays it across that 6. Maybe looking for that back post. It'll find its way out of play, deflected for a corner kick.
My goodness, what a ball that was from Perez, right across the end line, and no one attacking that far post, but a brilliant move. Started off from the sheer tenacity and tackle for Michael Salazar. Did well to win it, set himself on the way, just tried to slip it through there to Cabral. Good recovery defensively from Phoenix. Fortunate not to concede their fourth. And Perez, no one picking up here. Late to the challenge. Look at the space right here. Drops that shoulder. No one closing him down.
Also gave up on the play. Here's the corner kick for Galaxy 2. It'll come back out. Perez is there. Inside 30 yards from goal. Onto his right foot. Fires down low just wide of the near post. Goal kick. He's feeling it tonight, the young man.
Yes, he is, Joe. Took a touch and put it on his weaker right foot. He is playing with confidence. It's a good little take here. Little piece of trickery off the corner kick. Has time to take a touch. Around 1. How's it go? Off by just about a half yard.
For any young player who is watching tonight, and what Christian just said, his weaker right foot. The shot was about 21 yards away from goal with his weaker right foot. Being able to be two-footed is massive if you're trying to get into the pro ranks. Very important.
Yeah, especially when coaches like to play with inverted wingers in attacking situations. It opens up all kinds of passing angles. We see it from Efrain Alvarez with LA Galaxy with that magic wand of a left foot, able to present more ample opportunities.
Here's Perez again, finding Aguirre this time. The one-time cross towards the back post. Cabral trying to find it. It gets on through. It's deflected by the defender, and it's out of play.
Well, not lethargic, not complacent. A little shaky on the defensive end, but on the attacking end, they've come out just really picking up right where they left off. Cabral just couldn't connect. Good movement from Aguirre to time his run, stay on side, get in behind the defenders. There's going to be space out there, obviously, with Phoenix down a man, but forced to gamble and play a little bit higher and get back into it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in the month of April for Phoenix with the 6-0 record, and hats off to them because that's a difficult feat to achieve, but they've been turned towards their own goal all night long here. Here's Perez. Back out it goes to Dunbar now. Chips it on into Salazar. He'll settle back towards the top of the box. Aguirre does well. Dunbar to goal, just over the roof of the net. And that was deflected and out of play for a corner kick.
Yeah, another case of a winger hitting it with their weaker foot. Dunbar going to his right. Couldn't get the dip on it. Good interplay there in the knockback. Doyle leaves it off. Nice square across, simple stuff, and has a shot. No one closing down Dunbar. The looks that these Galaxy attackers are getting are really surprising.
Perez will take this one. Dunbar showing short. Play towards the backside. It'll be flicked away. Hurst will run onto this one for Phoenix, able to notch it on back into center. Sejas playing forward to Epps. This is dangerous for the visitors. 2 on 4 though, and Lamb is there to clear it out of harm's way for a throw-in.
Better good ball from Sejas, just a poor touch there from Epps, allowing the defender to recover and clear. Threads it right through, and it took him away from it. Lamb able to recover, make the clearance.
Here's Farrell. Hurst. This will find its way out of play. Calistri couldn't find it. It'll be a throw in here for Galaxy 2.
Yeah, Hurst has struggled in that role, and they haven't been able to connect with consistency. They've had fleeting moments, mostly in transition on counterattacks and dead balls, but in that run of play, really trying to link together a good spell of possession has been rather difficult. Much more so here, down a man in the second half.
Good work here in the part of Cabral. Dunbar can't return the service though. Sejas finding Hurst. Tries to head this one forward for Repetto, and it'll come back out the other way. Cobian, Cabral. Dangerous ball into the middle of his own defense, and Neal's able to clear it out. He'll find Aguirre. Good idea with the outside of his right foot, trying to send Perez. But defensively done well on the part of Phoenix.
A few balls have gone askew for Aguirre tonight.
Salazar.
He's really at his best when he keeps it simple in place. Takes a touch, holds up, brings others into it.
So much space in this middle third right now to work with. Maybe if the ball's moving a little quicker, Galaxy 2 could unlock Phoenix again.
It's a good point. You don't want to let up on the tempo. Obviously, you want to control possession and manage the game, but the pace of the tempo is what Phoenix had a problem adjusting to.
Good ball by Aguirre, looking for Perez. The slide tackle from Farrell out of play. Throw it.
Such a good understanding between Aguirre and Perez. Played together for LA Galaxy 2 last year through the years, coming through the academy systems here, both going on to earn those senior team contracts.
Good understanding of each other, good chemistry between the two.
It just comes from familiarity, from games, minutes playing together.
Dunbar now. It'll be cleared out. Again, the Galaxy in a good defensive posture. Cobian to win it back, and again, forcing Phoenix on the back foot.
Well won from the young man. For 18 years old, he's shown a remarkable composure.
Here comes Galaxy 2 again. Aguirre with a shot from 25. That'll be blocked, kept alive by Salazar. The second opportunities for Galaxy 2 is just really surprising as this ball sails just wide of the far post for a goal kick. Galaxy 2 winning the ball 2 and 3 times over again. 30 yards away from the Phoenix goal.
And half chances developing. You don't want to see them fall into that trap of settling for those half chances. You want to continue that rate of passing. And you talked about it earlier in the first half. The passing accuracy, I think it's something that's really stood out. They've been crisp, they've been clean, they've been tidy with the ball, not careless possession, not giving it away in dangerous areas. They've really cleaned it up.
Look at all that space there. Hamza Berry on the left side for Dunbar. Back out it comes to Lamb.
It almost looks like a 4-3-2, Joe, for Phoenix right now, out in possession.
It's a lot of space to work with, though. And exposing Phoenix, this will be a foul against Quinn.
You're asking, that much more of a team that has had problems covering ground. Now they got that much more to cover right now, and we're going to see a double switch here from Rick Shantz talked about some attacking contributions. I mean, Santi Mora, expected him to come on. We'll see him shortly along with Arturo Rodriguez, who he could play across the middle in support. Repetto didn't really leave much of an imprint on this game. He had that chance earlier in the first half, but didn't get involved, didn't really have the service and supply line. We'll see if Rodriguez can, assert his quality. The 23-year-old Mexican, he can come in and provide a little bit of a spark offensively and some energy. That's what they need.
As well is out. So, Repetto, yeah, I get it. He didn't do much, but he had next to zero service. And when you play with the forward like that, you have to find either balls into his feet or find him in the air, right?
I mean, it's about choking off the supply line. And a striker like Repetto, who's going to play high like that, almost a good old-fashioned number 9 center forward, he's going to need that service. He didn't get it tonight.
Perez wins this one back for Galaxy 2 once again. Here's Salazar. He's got Aguirre with him. He'll find him. Lamb. All the time he wants.
Oh, it's going to be quite comfortable. I think Lamb will relish this in possession with that extra man.
Just went from touchline to touchline. Here comes Hamza Barry. He'll take up the space, has a go at goal, and it'll be a save for Ben Lunt.
You've seen that in the last couple of forays down here for Galaxy, settling for those half chances from long distance. You're not taking that extra touch and trying to carve them open. And it's going to be a booking here. Pretty obvious one against Hamza Barry.
That's a silly one. You don't need to do that. There's no reason for that right now.
Absolutely. And you don't want that kind of stuff to creep into a game and taint what has been such a great performance so far.
Hey, a reminder, season ticket memberships for 2022 available right now. Learn all about what it means to be part of the Galaxy community by joining us as a 2022 season ticket member. Call 877-3GALAXY, 877-3GALAXY, or go to lagalaxy.com. Since 96 today. As you look at the replay there.
Yeah, and that's the energy from Rodriguez that he can bring. Able to get behind, goal side of Barry, who takes the tactical foul, takes one for the team on the yellow card.
Lopez, nice and quiet for him tonight. Made one save in the first half when called upon. Set pieces, they were a little dangerous on. Nothing so far in this match. Salazar is onside as the flag stays down. Dunbar gets to this ball. Not enough on that heel pass back for Perez, and it'll go back the other way.
The attacking run was kind of done at half pace from Salazar. Did so well initially, no one following it. Have to continue your run. Was there for the taking. As late runs from midfield, he can provide such an extra goal scoring threat.
Quinn sends this one towards goal. It'll go right onto the goalkeeper Lopez, and he'll be credited for a save there, but again, of the easy variety.
Yeah, really, it had that one test from Quinn. It hit one nicely. I had a good read on it.
Here's Barry. Cabral. It'll go on back to Cobian. Quinn wins that. It'll come on forward. Collected by Rodriguez. Again, Quinn. Into Rodriguez this time. Nice job by Barry. Keeping his ground. Could have been a better pass, though. Here's Flood. Out comes Neal. It'll come on back to Lamb. Perez trying to turn the corner here. It'll come on back into midfield. Good job defensively, but given right away to Salazar. Aguirre will take it, and you see Galaxy 2 now trying to be patient because that one called for a counterattack and maybe a breakaway.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's such good work from Moar. Used his experience and all of his wily veteran skills to win that ball, and then picks his head up and just gives it away and passes it straight to the Galaxy player.
Barry plays this one on through. Everybody in an offside position there, Cabral and Salazar, so it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Lunt.
Yohan Dame is not going to like this. They're taking their foot off the gas here. He's off to the edge of his technical area, imploring his team to get back to that high tempo that we saw earlier. Well won there from Owen Lamb as well.
Well, the way Phoenix is adjusted now, their line is all the way up to the mid-stripe at this point. So it's calling for breakaways. And now it's a matter of how do you time your runs?
Good win there from, as you saw in the replay, from Owen Lamb, tracking back. It's such an interesting changing role for right backs these days. So many times they're slotted into the center of the park and, you know, asked to do a little bit more on the offensive end and play a different role. Still need that old reliable defensive skill to stand up, challenge, and tackle and win it back.
He'll work out the left side. Kobion, again Hamza Berry. And that's where you see right there moments ago, you saw how the press does not work when you don't get the support. That second line. Here come the Galaxy now. Cabral back across the front looking for Salazar a bit too long. Perez is there now. Back towards the spot. The shot by Aguirre. Into the seats it goes. He had a clean look from 12. Goal kick.
He set in an absolute peach of a ball. Well, Cabral down this left-hand side is tracked down by Perez, and no one picking up Aguirre. He'll be so disappointed with himself. And Galaxy should have had their fourth. They're spurning chances. At the center, so many good things tonight, Danny Aguirre, for this LA Galaxy team.
You do feel the fourth is coming in this match, don't you?
It's set up for it. Yeah, Phoenix have to gamble.
Bad mistake here. Hurst has an opportunity now for Phoenix. The shot towards goal deflected and out of play, and Doyle may have heard some voices there calling him off the ball, and it just went on through for Hurst.
Once again, more of that uncertainty and hesitancy at the back. Not on the same page, a lack of communication perhaps. No one closing down Hurst, who just sneaks into that corridor, as we say, between those three central defenders.
So bend in towards goal. Phoenix has been dangerous off the set play throughout the match. This one's cleared cleanly. Calistri. Here's Quinn. Back out to Calistri on his right foot. He'll knock it top of the box. Lamb, who's been clean, finds Perez. He's got Cabral if he wants to send him. Was he straddling the line at the time? Apparently not. Offside flag goes up.
He thought.
And a yellow card.
Yeah, he thought he tied it. This is going to be for dissent, because he had some unkind words for the assistant referee here on this near side. He thought he timed it. I looked up, I saw him check it. I think he was off though.
We'll see if we can see that one more time, because these type of opportunities are going to show themselves the rest of the match for the Galaxy 2.
Oh, absolutely. As they're forced to go for a goal and get themselves back into this game, you're going to leave space in behind.
Good job by Perez slowing this down. Rodriguez, though, able to win it and earns the foul. Free kick. Quickly the restart. Quinn, back out it comes. Taken by Lambert. Again, Perez will win it back, and it comes out to Berry. Team of the week, Johnny Perez for sure. Dunbar might earn team of the week as well, as he takes into the area looking for his second, sends of the goal, saved off the line. Lambert was there. Corner kick. So was Salazar to send it home to help it out.
This pace of this kid is phenomenal. It's lightning. Shades of Kobe Jones here. Just drops that shoulder, takes that touch, says, I'm going to beat you with my pace. Shows a little too much of it. Had to catch up to it. Good recovery defensively from Lambert, who made a terrible error to start that move off for LA Galaxy 2 on the counterattack, but he atones for it. See Ian Fewer there, the bearded one, back into the fray for the Galaxy, who was the goalkeeper coach back in the day, and the golden days of the Galaxy winning titles. Nice to see him come back into the scheme.
Here's the corner by Berry, knocked away. Second ball will come out to Dunbar. Keeps the Galaxy on the front foot here. Perez. That ball will stay in play, and here comes the counterattack, 2-on-2. Dunbar getting back to add to that defense. The cross to the far side and right into Lopez, and he'll take it to the ground. Good job by Eric Lopez. Morar was making that run.
Yeah, just unrewarded. Not the best of hits there from Epps, who's struggled with his touch this evening, to be honest.
Here's Neal. Lopez. Second one from Lambert, able to play this forward. He'll find Quinn. Moore. Back it goes to Flood. Again, Quinn. Hurst is there. Far side. Good opportunity here for Phoenix. The shot towards goal by Epps, and this will skip out of play for a goal kick.
This is better. A good tempo of passing. 1-2 touch. Sucking it in on this near side and whipping it all the way around to that opposite side to get an opportunity. It really didn't have a lot of menace or danger in the end, but better construction of play, better build from Phoenix. The Galaxy, as I mentioned, taking a little bit of the foot off the gas. They've lost their defensive aggression at times here in the second half. In situations like this, it's a struggle for young teams to maintain their focus.
Yohan Deme ready in a substitution here for the Galaxy. Great ball here for Cabral now. Cabral still on possession. Right-footed ball right at goal. Saved by the keeper that time. Lunt did well, stood up tall, did not give up a rebound. Taylor Davila will be coming on for Galaxy 2 in a moment, maybe for Hamza Berry, who's on a yellow card. Good ball here on the right side, though. Looking for one. Great save by Lopez off Moore. Lopez going the other way, put out that big left hand and got a piece of it, just enough to keep it out of his goal.
Yeah, best save of the season for Eric Lopez, who makes himself big, cuts down the angle on a real slick counter-attacking move here from Phoenix Rising. Epps in, hits it first time. Flag stays down. Moore tries to put it over, past against and across the keeper. Lopez really did well. Brilliant save.
Corner kick taken. The rebounded shot is now cleared out of play. Substitution for LA Galaxy 2. 67th minute here. Leaving the match will be Remy Cabral. Taylor Davila will come in. We'll see what Johan's trying to do at this point. If Cabral is coming out, are they going to put two in the middle defensively as defensive mids?
What we'll see here is probably Owen Lamb drop off as Remy Cabral gets a good round of applause. Davila really likes to sit in just in front of that back four. And he'll push Aguirre a little bit higher. It'll be interesting to see the role that we'll see from Lamb. Will he continue on and push into that central midfield role when the Galaxy are on the ball? And look at the guts that Phoenix are showing. Coming out and pressing, I guess, when you're down 3-0 on the road and down to 10 men, you don't have much to lose.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're going to lose 3-0 or 4-0 or 4-1. You're just trying to find your game now, right?
Yeah. There's the overload. And that overload, I think Yohan Deme has got his tactics just spot on tonight. That overload, that extra man,
great ball,
really made it difficult for Phoenix.
Here's Perez in the area now, gets his defender on the ground. Johnny still with it, almost able to find Hamza Berry on that last moment there. Defender was able to get a toe on the ball and keep that away. And the Galaxy, again, you win it at midfield. You're in a good position. You have numbers forward. This is how it's supposed to be done, right? Aguirre.
Get a foot on the ball, and that's what Taylor Davila is going to bring here. This is a killing off the opposition substitution from Yohan Deme. Davila can circulate it. He's very much the fulcrum of possession, you could say, for this LA Galaxy team.
Perez. Neal. Just keep on sewing this together. Aguirre again. If you had a full crowd here, it'd be saying Ole. Perez.
Good point.
Again, Neal. Owen Lamb. Aguirre. Moving Phoenix side to side here. This is pretty impressive on the part of the Galaxy. Perez will have a go at goal to the back post, and this will sail wide. Goal kick.
Once again, the Galaxy settling for that half chance on top of the area. Can't blame Perez. Why not? Involved in all three in the first half with scoring a lovely goal at the end. And there's nothing worse. You're being on the road. You're down 3 goals. You're down a man, chasing the game. And you're going up against a bunch of young bucks. They have energy in spades. Tough sledding.
Yes, Rodriguez held up there. That's a foul. The quick restart looking for Hurst. He's able to get on through. Hurst will wind up, take the shot. It'll go wide of the far post. Another goal kick here for Galaxy 2. So if you're Phoenix, these are the type of opportunities that you're hoping to get, right? You're playing direct, you're pressing high. Get that ball won at midfield, get that ball forward. It gets onto Hurst. He can't find the frame.
I think it's been better in terms of constructing good solid moves. That great save from Lopez a moment ago. They've been more direct, forced to gamble and go for it. There's just more urgency as a whole throughout this entire 10 out there right now for Rick Shantz. Something we didn't see in the first half.
No, without a doubt. They were still on their week off, unfortunately for Phoenix in that first half.
Yeah, who can blame him?
Here's Quinn. It's a second opportunity on the ball. His ball will come across the 6. Owen Lamb is there. Barry. Back out it goes to Neal. In for Salazar. A little collision there by both teams with Lambert. There's going to be a goal kick here for Galaxy 2. Hey, are you looking to attend the biggest and best LA Galaxy matches for the 2022 season? You can now secure a 2022 partial plan. All plans include special rates for priority purchasing, access for the playoffs, and discounts at the LA Galaxy team store. Call 8773-GALAXY, 8773-GALAXY, or email ticketplans@lagalaxy.com. Again, Phoenix trying to get into the area. Rodriguez with the attempted shot is blocked. Back out come the Galaxy. Salazar has Dunbar here. Dunbar gets away from Farrell. Out comes the keeper in Lunt, but he pushes him far enough wide of the goal, and he runs out of space for the goal kick. Maybe that first touch was a bit too much on the part of Cameron.
Yeah, it made contact with the keeper. Thought he might have gone down, but the ability for Salazar to drop off and become a reference point into this attack, perfectly timed ball through, just waited for that defense to bite slightly and pushed it through for Cameron Dunbar, and continues to make those tireless, scorching runs and get in behind that defense. So we'll see another double substitution for Rick Shantz.
Quinn and Dunn are out. Excuse me, Flood and Quinn are out.
So we will see Carlos Anguiano come in along with Babukar Jai getting a run out.
Good move on the part of Rick Shantz here. He's got those two players on yellow cards. He's going to go protect them at this point.
Get a run out for Njai. Some of these players, he believes in the depth of this team. This one, it's going to take, he might be throwing in the towel at this point in terms of trying to claw the 3-goal comeback. Get some valuable minutes out. Chance for Njai to get acquainted with things in the midfield. He'll take up a role here on this left-hand side.
Well, I think if on balance, if you're looking at it, he's created a chance or two. One great save on the part of Lopez in these
time wasting here on Liam Doyle.
25 minutes or so to start the second half, where Galaxy 2 probably could have connected on 2 goals themselves.
Yeah, if you're Rick Shantz right now, I think, look, it couldn't have been worse in the first half.
Right.
There has been some character here in the second half, and they could have easily thrown in the towel from the get-go and let the Galaxy have their way, but they've come out and pressed the issue, asked some questions.
Here's Perez now for Galaxy 2. Gets away from one, runs into Rodriguez. Able to keep this alive for Los Angeles, and he'll find Davila. Cobian. Lamb. Aguirre. Jalen Neal.
Look how comfortable he is on the ball.
Aguirre.
He's such a modern-day player, Joe. Jalen Neal out of the back. You need those players to initiate, and I think Jalen Neal provides that.
Well, he's got some time to grow into the position right now, with the senior side having a full cupboard of central defenders.
He's got a tremendous upside, a huge potential. he's very much the quintessential modern day central defender, I think. It suits his strengths. He's so calm on the ball, picks a good pass, nice reading of the game. Doesn't turn 19 till August.
Davila now for Galaxy 2. Barry, Kobayan. Now, when these clubs met here a year ago, just a little over a year ago, it was a 3-0 final in favor of LA Galaxy 2. That's our score right now. Here comes Phoenix.
You can bet that a clean sheet is the order of the day. It's priority one. Galaxy just trying to tidy it up shoulder to shoulder there. Davila deals with the runner. Thought he did well, cut the angle, and really took the angle well.
Best part of that is that Davila didn't leave his feet. Otherwise, it would have been an easy call for the referee. Rodriguez. Moore. Watch there by Lamb. Neal with the clearance. Njai. Rodriguez once again. Davila gets on through to clear this off of him, off of Rodriguez, and a goal kick.
A little bit of space for Moore to operate on Lamb. Did well. He's had a positive influence. Moment of levity there for Danny Aguirre. A player came through the UC Riverside system. Had a great run there on their way to the Big West Championship 3 years ago, and that great team.
Dangerous ball across the top of the area in the Galaxy. Getting the blessing that time.
That's too nonchalant. That can't happen.
No. Davila. He's got Dunbar on the far side. Salazar there in the middle. Dunbar taking it across the top of that defensive four. Comes out the near side to Perez. Dunbar continuing the run. Fires away to that back post and missed the first and missed the second runner. And the post as well as it goes out of play.
Yeah, time and time they've had their chances. In this game, it should be 6-7-0 at this point. Movement from Cameron Dunbar is sensational. Good pattern of play, opens up on that diagonal, tries to put it back across the face of the keeper, did everything right. Somehow or another, both Aguirre and Salazar unable to tap it in for the easiest of finishes.
I just love the fact that he continued his run across.
It's 78th minute here. You're up 3-0, and Cameron Dunbar is continuing that graft. What an example that is. That's what you want.
How many times would that run stop and flatten out on the pass? Okay, I'll stay right here at the top of the box for the return pass there, right? Well, that leaves the defenders in a good defensive posture. They're still flat against you.
Those angles runs, it is so difficult to track. As defenders having to pass the runner off from one defender to the other. Especially when they're going at the pace of a Cameron Dunbar.
Just playing this one out now. Farrell will not get back to his goalkeeper, Lunt.
Galaxy 2 banks of 4. Traditional setup here in that 4-4-2 defensively.
Easy for Lamb. So come on through. Perez staying on the play. He wants more. Farrell tried to take him out, and there's been a foul away from the play and a free kick here for Galaxy 2.
Yeah, he's been doing that all day, and yeah, Farrell is at his mercy. It is definitely Perez with the edge and pace. We've seen it, especially in these open spaces, these open field moves in transition.
Did that one call for a yellow card? That was more than a body on body there. Here's Aguirre. He'll take it side of the 6 and just slot it out of play for a goal kick. You know, looked like that elbow went out.
Yeah.
Rodriguez on the near side. Moore. Salazar with the slide tackle. Couldn't get anything on that one. Moore continuing his run. He'll take a shot from distance. And again, easy for Lopez, who takes it right to the ground, as he should at this point of the match. try to kill it off a little bit more.
Rode the challenge well. Moore made a nice little run. Might have made the wrong decision in the end. Chance presented itself. It's always going to take something special to beat Lopez, especially the kind of night that Lopez is on right now.
Perez, heavy touch there. Rodriguez able to take the ball back. Phoenix on possession.
Might have been the first thing he's pushed, first foot he's put wrong tonight, Johnny Perez.
That was a great job defending right there by Hamza Berry, getting that ball back. Kobe on. How about the 18-year-old today? Did pretty well in that left back position. Stayed at home for the entire match.
Is it me, or he's got a little bit of a throwback type of vibe of an old-fashioned left back, defend first. Very much his style. Doesn't make those, you know, barnstorming runs up and down the touchline. But his starting position has been good. He's won some key challenges. Got possession back.
Here's Rodriguez now. Lambert. Onto the right side. Moore once again. Epps sends this one on through. Lamb able to clear it away. Perez will usher it forward. Over to Dunbar. This is incredible. Good job on the part of Galaxy 2. Dunbar again into the area. He's got Aguirre trailing. Dunbar still on possession. Looking for the shot. It'll come back to Perez. Getting a little greedy right there, I thought. Maybe Aguirre was the better option, but possession here, Galaxy 2. Flicked on over to the near side to Lamb. Rodriguez does well. Neal steps up. Gets this one back for Galaxy 2, and again it goes to Aguirre with acres of space around him.
Neal with a nice read. Has stepped into those passing lanes. That's something he does really well. Anticipates that ball, able to cut it off and cut out the move.
Ball slips away from Barry here. Lambert able to go forward. Anguiano. Just playing out the string at this moment. 83rd minute. Barry.
Times it's got a training ground type of feel to it, doesn't it?
The word that comes to mind right now is clinical.
It's just, yeah, it's especially when the Galaxy passing game is on point as it is. The movement's been there, and it's not like it started up when they went up a man. It was there from minute one.
That was a great run by Salazar, but Lamb did not recognize it. Ball will go across now to Aguirre. Dunbar. Again Aguirre, this time in for Perez. Good job by Farrell. Rodriguez can't get beyond that first line of defense by Davila. Check that, Lamb. It'll be a throw-in. 3 to come on for Galaxy 2 here in the closing minutes.
A good read back there from Farrell, just to intercept. Perez is making that run on that inside channel.
I'm really not sure if our central referee will look at stoppage time in this one. Here's Perez. Aguirre, back to Perez. Out it comes to Lamb. Here's Davila. Campbell, Williams, and Gonzalez will come on at the next stoppage. Barry. Lamb once again. Aguirre is there. This one is deflected and out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Well, we have that substitution. It will happen here. Curtain calls a little bit.
Yep.
Lamb will leave.
Great shift from Owen Lamb once again.
Aguirre And I believe it's Johnny Perez that'll leave the match. All three had good matches for Galaxy 2.
Instrumental, Joe, I think is the way to do it.
I think you'll see some more accolades during the week along the USL Championship channels for Johnny Perez.
You know, something of a 2002 coming out party as Duhaney Williams comes into that right-hand side of midfield. Different player than the likes of the more technical Perez, but what a night for Johnny Perez. Standout performance, far and away, man of the match.
Barry. Cobian. Here's Gonzalez. Dunbar. Still on possession. Dunbar back out. It goes to Gonzalez. Barry again. Davila. Campbell.
I think they've tidied up those early unforced errors. There's a little bit of lethargy that I thought was creeping in earlier in the second half. They've cleaned that up here, gotten back to moving it quickly in that higher tempo, playing it quicker, not dwelling on it too long.
They've taken their will away from Phoenix.
Yeah.
That is so surprising. It's a shock, honestly.
It's a leap in maturity, is what it says to me. Obviously, this situation made much easier with that extra man, but you know, so many times we've seen when you and I have been covering Los Dos here throughout the years, where, you know, and it's common of young teams that they shoot themselves in the foot and then lapses of concentration creep into the game, and we saw a little bit of that, I think, in the first parts of the second half, but and come in, tied it up, refocused.
Good ball here on the near side. Nice battle. Won this time by Njai. This will be a foul. Unnecessary here by Williams. Didn't have to happen there.
Yeah, it's a shove in the back, clear foul. Good ground cover there from Njai. Did well to track back, win it, and carry.
Have a little discussion here. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access, Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. And the final substitution here for Phoenix. Antwi comes on. Epps is done for the night.
And tough shift for Epps this evening. The attack didn't really offer much. And good refereeing here, just taking the sting out of the game. And Duhaney Williams, for me, it's not the way you make your entrance into the game. I know he's frustrated by the fact that he lost out to Njai, but you can't blame the referee for that booking. Especially right in front of your own bench. Fourth yellow card for LA this evening.
Here's Barry. He's been playing on a yellow card for quite some time. I thought he'd be pulled after what it really looked like this match was decided, somewhere around the 65th minute.
I think he's one of those players who's benefited from having a double pivot in possession, whether it be Davila now on or whether it was Owen Lamb earlier. Knows when to go, when to stay.
That was unnecessary there, giving Phoenix the opportunity in the offensive end. More, back out it goes, Njai.
That's a good way to drive your coach crazy.
Good foul on Salazar here, but he makes amend to a certain degree as he slowed things down.
A brilliant player, Michael Salazar. His work rate off the charts, gives everything. Just a little bit of showboating, perhaps, a little bit on the back heel.
Cobian pickpocketed this time. This is a good opportunity for Phoenix as it comes in towards the spot. The clearance not good enough, but Cobian this time able to clear into midfield. Kept alive, and the attempt from way outside will find its way into the Victoria block. Off the deflection and a corner kick.
Batten down the hatches. This is where you want the clean sheet. And it sets up nicely here. We'll see that heavy timber come forward. Farrell and Lambert, the big targets in the middle for Rising.
This will be a right-footed ball that should bend away from goal. 90th minute here. Played in towards the spot. It's loose in front. And cleared away by Kobayan. Moore got on the end of that one. That pinballed around the 6-yard box. That's a push from behind. That's a foul and a free kick, and the Galaxy get out of danger with 2 minutes of stoppage time here.
Close. Half-hearted appeals for some infringement inside the area. Antwig going straight to the assistant referee, but not much in that.
Here's Neal. Kobayan. Barry. Gonzalez on the left. Salazar wants to make that run, but Gonzalez not able to get that ball to him yet. Davila under some pressure, 2 defenders approaching. Makes a nice pass here to Barry. Again, Gonzalez. Kobayan at the stripe. So come on loose. Let's get numbers back. Play continues here. Moore. Out the right side. Hurst will have it. Side of the area. Kobayan defending. Another opportunity for Rodriguez in the box. Side of the 6. He plays it on through. Foot save on the part of Lopez. His box out not enough. But a foul called in the area. Hey, it may be obstructed with a goalkeeper.
Possibly, or offside on Lambert. Tough to tell. Great save once again from Eric Lopez, who hasn't been busy tonight, but when he's been called into action, he's made the saves that you would expect a big-time keeper to make. Yohan Dame saying, you know, I'm really pleased since he's come in for Richard Sanchez. That number 1 job is not exactly solidified, but each game he's really coming to grips in a brutal collision. Another look at it here. Rodriguez drops the shoulder, gets it right past a half-hearted challenge. Infringement upon the keeper, but on the punch here.
After the punch, he got into him apparently, and that's where the referee called the foul. As the ball goes out of play, we have a player down on that collision that you talked about right before the replay.
Yeah, it's a full challenge that time.
Barry.
Hamza Barry, I believe it was Calistri who he collided with. Just a full brunt of that one. Let's take a look. It's played out. And watch. Comes in and just over the side. That's Farrell, actually. No fault of Farrell whatsoever. A little reckless that time, from wild from Barry.
Final moments of this one. Our referee looks at his watch. He points to midfield, and this clinic has come to an end as LA Galaxy 2 outclassed Phoenix Rising FC tonight, 3-0. All goals coming in the first half in this whitewashing of one of the top teams.
Superb performance from LA Galaxy 2. This game was over by halftime. Johnny Perez, sensational this evening with a hand in all 3 goals and popping up in all kinds of dangerous areas. And it was a nice contribution from Aguirre. Solid performance, great rhythm of passing. Salazar getting in behind as well and playing a part in the center of attack, justifying his selection in preference to Preston Judd. What a performance. Best 3 points of the season for Yohan Dame and LA Galaxy 2.
Started with Dunbar, I should say, Cabral inside 2 minutes of play, and then you talked about Perez. There's that pass to Perez on to Dunbar, and Johnny Perez then making it 3-0 right in front of halftime. And Galaxy 2 getting a big win tonight, unbeaten in their last 3 games. For Christian Miles, Joe Tutino saying so long from Dignity Health Sports Park. Once again, the final score. LA Galaxy 2 puts up 3, Phoenix Rising FC nothing. Good night, everybody.
What's stopping you?
Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just to show for you.
And remember, legends never die.
Winning goal! minutes. Alvarez trying it, like the goal. And Brian Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history.
That's KC. Those are good games. Ball played inside. Gordo! This is Robbie Keane from Landon. Back to Donovan on his left foot. Fires. He scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.